Hello everybody, it's Larry, and we have something to show you again today. Another thing came out for Ancestry, and it's called DNA Discoveries. Somebody pointed this out in one of the comments today, and I really thought they were talking about something on the main DNA page because this is so brand new. So shout out to Becca for finding this and letting us all know in the comments. So if you go to your tree setting and you click on this View Settings for DNA Discoveries, it will bring up this DNA Discoveries, and you select the DNA test that you want to see. So we're going to select mine, and it says off. I'm going to turn it on, and it's going to refresh the page. Now, a couple of things I noticed when it refreshes the page. When it refreshes the page, it shows this expanded again, and so I did have it shut, but okay, so it's expanded, and there we are. But notice these blue icons. Okay, these blue icons tell you that there's a through line for that person. So if I click on a person right here and it says Throughlines, and it says View Throughlines, I can click on that and see the through lines for that person. Before I go to that, though, I want to take note of something else. Over here, we have some people in my tree, and these people have through lines as well. Now, not as many. This one actually had 0, and because there's no descendants have tested, no descendants have tested except for my mother. So, you know, I can understand those. But, and this one, you know, had Robert Cowan, who died without taking it, and a daughter who, you know, died without taking it. So I can understand this one not having one. But here, this one has a through line. But if we click on it, you know, there's obviously no through line to be found here. And James Joseph Collins has a huge amount of people. Okay, he's got, it says 10 ancestry hits. He's got more than that in through lines. So if we look at his through lines, we see James Joseph Collins has 14 DNA matches. And there's a lot of folks in here. I mean, this is pretty significant. So I don't know how it missed out on showing this on, you know, this page right here where James Joseph, don't know how it did that. But going back to the good stuff, you know, so there's obviously some kinks still in this. You know, again, it just literally just came out. But if you click on a person, it says, you know, the through lines, and you can view their through lines simply by clicking on the green button. And it'll bring you up, you know, the through lines for that person. In this case, it was David Dylan Taylor. Now, the through lines does have a little bit of quirks there. You notice it says 8 DNA matches, and it doesn't expand them. You've got to click on that to get it expanded. And just to show you, you know, the person we were talking about a while ago, here's the Robert Walter that I told you had one other one. Well, here they go. Robert Walter was remarried, and I have a half aunt was Julia Ruth, and the daughter Rhonda Jean, who's actually still alive, and the son that's tested. They've actually tested. Okay, so don't know why this one doesn't show up as a DNA person and this one doesn't show up as a DNA person. That may be the way they have it assigned in their tree, or actually not assigned in their tree. I don't know, but this information is definitely there. I want to click on it, make sure I didn't miss some family news recently. Sorry about that. It got me kind of in a panic there for a second. So if I click on, you know, somebody, I get, you know, David Dylan Taylor. If I expand this, you see that the through lines are still available as far out as they are available. So if I come to Wilson F. Taylor and I look at his through lines, again, I will see the through lines, you know, for him. This goes back to what we saw before. Remember, it said Sarah Adeline, there was 8 under him. All right, now there's not 8 under Sarah. The 8 are under David Dylan. But when I click on David Dylan, look at that. It just pops it back down to Sarah. And then when I click on Sarah, it opens everything up. So there's still some kinks and stuff like that, but that's okay. I mean, this is good, useful information. We can mine all this. You know, I'm not going to be nitpicky about that at all. I mean, what it's given us is really good. And that's what this, you know, provide feedback in the bottom right. If you come across some, you know, unusual things like that, send them feedback. I tell you what, I am extremely impressed by how much Ancestry has taken, you know, the time to listen to what we've told them and come back with a better through lines. And, you know, it was only a month and a half. That's really quick, folks, for programming. That really is. So again, DNA Discoveries, it's brand new. And if you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's a way to look at your through lines by looking at your tree. Now we can actually start working, you know, from our trees. And I think you heard me mention that before, that I tend to do my work now from my tree. I get it. I do it like it in the pedigree view, the horizontal view. And with this, now we can get our through lines right from there. And there are so many things that we can do here. Add relatives, we can edit tags, the my tree tags and things like that. So there's a lot of great information right from this little workspace that is your family tree, which is what we're really working on anyway. So it's really nice that we can do all that work from the tree. And folks, thank you. We hit 1,000. I know you probably stayed to the end of the video just to find out what we're going to do here. So what we'll do is we have 1,000 subscribers. We'll be taking that list, and then Friday we're going to put out our weekly video for Friday, and maybe update anything else that comes along in the next few days, because it seems like they're moving pretty quick this week. But we're going to select a winner from all of the subscribers. So if you want to have a chance to win, make sure that you subscribe. Get your friends to subscribe. We're going to be giving away a DNA kit, a test kit. I want to say we weren't doing one. I think I accidentally said that once and said, no, we're not going to make you spit in the tube. We're going to send you the package where you can do that. And it does come with a warning, folks. It changed my life. I took a DNA test. I was a Basie, happily a Basie. And all this tree line here that now has the through lines, that didn't exist for me 1 year ago. And this Robert C. Perryman and that entire line did not exist for me as of Christmas of this last year. The only thing that existed was Treva Marie's line. Okay, so that's how much it's changed my personal story. And so when you take the DNA test, it's not to be taken lightly. But if you've gotten past that part and you're looking for your relatives, check out the videos. We've got some good ones in the channel, particularly how to find your biological family, color coding. The centimorgans is really a good one to just get the basic understanding on the DNA match list of what that means. But Friday we'll be picking from one of the subscribers. So if you've got some family, get them to subscribe too. Let's get everybody in here and get it in the pool. And what I'll do is Thursday, as of midnight on Thursday, I'll take everybody that's subscribed and we'll pick from that pool. And that's kind of where we're going to go from there. So at Thursday midnight, I will pull all the subscribers. I'll put them in an Excel spreadsheet, and that'll number them. And then I'll get a random number generator and tell it to give me a number, and then I'll go down the Excel spreadsheet and find out who's on that number. Could be anywhere from number 1 to however many we have of some midnight on Thursday. Well, again, thank you for listening, and if you appreciate the new info,